All right, I'm testing the depth spot with a little bit longer. Day number 2, I'll grab a monster and a breakfast sandwich. All right, so we made it. First thing I gotta do is close these bins here. All right, I went over the chart. I just thought go at about a 9.5 setting. See them laying kind of on top of the ground here. All right, I'm testing the depth. First, I went through a grass, and now here I got a bush hog a little shorter. I'm gonna go check the beans. All right, I'm on one of the back roads here in Missouri, and a bachelor group, it's midday. Bachelor group of bucks just went right in front of me, and the first one was huge. They're velvet. They're about half developed. Then there was 2 like little 8-pointers, you know, bigger than basket racks, and then the last one was another nice one. I mean, just beautiful to see that. It's kind of a, it's not really residential, but you know, you probably got like 20-acre pieces here, 10-acre, 5, stuff like that, and this is where I seen them cross. So that was cool to see. I can't wait to see something on camera at our new place. I need some new motivation. This it's starting to wear on me, this whole process, but one day at a time. All right, day number 2, I'm getting started. I had to go back to Walmart first for a HDMI cable for the computer. Now I'm gonna grab a monster and a breakfast sandwich, and I'm gonna go pick up that drill. Fingers crossed, we're gonna be drilling beans. All right, I'm in town still. Luckily, I only got like 10 miles to go. Slightly nerve-wracking if you could see back there how wide this thing is. But I'm only got a couple hundred more yards, and then I'm hitting the back roads. I gotta watch out for mailboxes though, because it sticks out. And it looks like it's 8 feet, which would be barely under the legal limit if I remember correctly, even though it's an implement of husbandry, farm equipment. All right, almost one last traffic circle here, and we're out of here on the back roads. All right, we'll check back in. Awesome Supreme Court ruling today. Actually, 2 of them. 2 wins for America. Fisherman case, the Chevron, kind of Chevron doctrine or deference or whatever they're calling it, and then 2 big wins for America. Almost home. Alright, made it. Let's see how close we're going to be with the gate. They made this gate too small in my opinion, my experience, but oh. Alright. Oh, just, oh man, and the gate's closing on the thing. Alright, now it's reopening. Alright, let's make sure the gate closes. So let's go take a look quick. So I must have been too slow. It should start closing again. Yeah, go on. This side here was like an inch or 2, but I made it. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, going up the big hill. Yeah, I had to be careful. There's like big rocks right on the edges of the driveway where there's big ditch crossings, so I had to kind of really inch my way so I didn't, scrape that drill and bust one of them knives off of it. But there we are up on top. All right, so we made it. First thing I gotta do is close these bins here. Otherwise the seed spills out. I already checked the meter where we're going to start. I might lower it a tiny bit to start because I'd rather plant a little more acreage than volume, but we'll see. I'm going to get the tractor and use the bucket for the beans, so I ain't got to really hardly move them very far at all. Never seen soybeans like these before. They're definitely tiny and they're oval. Hopefully I got the right ones. They're saying they're Laredo, but hopefully they're RR, Roundup Ready. All right, I went over the chart. I decided I'm gonna go at about a 9.5 setting, which is about 68-ish pounds per acre. So right about, well, let's start with a 9. Them are really small. Okay, we'll go about there. All right, I'm testing the depth. First, I went through a spot with a little bit longer grass, and now here I got a bush hog a little shorter. I'm gonna go check the beans, see how their depth is and how they're coming out. All right, you can see them laying kind of on top of the ground here, so I need to get a little more depth. Some of the rows are, you want 3/8, but with this sod and that, I'm gonna have to go a little deeper, so take one of these spacers off. That's how you adjust the depth. All right, here we go. I made them a little deeper. It's hard to see with the sod, plus I'm colorblind. You know, if they're a little bit deeper, if they're 1/2 inch, 5/8, shouldn't really hurt a whole lot. Now, if I knew for sure we had rain, they're calling for rain, you could almost lay them on top of the ground. But I'm gonna run back and do one more quick check and just decide on this depth here for the beginning. See that? Still laying on top. I'm gonna have to go a little deeper yet, one more time. All right, I took off one more spacer. This should be better. Because I found a couple beans laying right on top. This should be perfect. We're real close. Just heard that my favorite track coach just passed away. Awesome guy, Terry Kennedy. He coached me in the shot put, which that's a whole nother life story. He took me in just one season almost to a high school record. I went downstate, and let's just say there was a girl involved, and things didn't go well for me. But I'd do it all over again, I guess. But I already had tenacity in me before I went to the Marine Corps. I just didn't know how to harness all of it. And of course, they really kicked me in the rear, if you will. All right, let's try to get this fairly lined up here. And then I'm gonna just check one last time on these rows. Check them quick. See that? Still laying on top. I'm gonna have to go a little deeper yet, one more time. All right, one more ring. Whoa, 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 whoa. I gotta move over a little bit. This has to be it. I'll go check it one more time again. You go 3 to 4 miles an hour, they said, so I gotta estimate it. All right, they don't feel. Man, they're still laying on top on some of these rows. Now, some of them they're getting in the dirt. It's all the chaff. That's what the problem is. Hopefully this is the most work I got to do all day. It's the hardest is getting in and out of the machine. One last check, maybe. Man, there's beans laying on top. Still laying on top. Oh, come on, man. Who's calling? Telemarketer. All right, I'm taking one more off. That's all I could do at this point. I might have to just lay them on top. There's only 2 spacers left. I mean, I could see it's cutting the rows, but it's all the chaff. You know, we got years and years of sod. Yes, I sprayed it, but it's still 4 or 5 inches long and years of growth. Well, that's the last setting, and the counter is at 3366. I forgot to look at that. So this is how they're gonna have to go. I mean, there's a lot of chaff, and if we got rain, they'd be okay, but it's as far as it goes. But hey, you know, when you're skipping steps, I'm actually not skipping any steps. But, you know, this is the first time's always the worst. All right, let's rock and roll. Rock and roll, baby. Yes. All right, so I just went and checked. I'm about a quarter of the way on this first plot, which has got to be 3-ish, 4 acres, 2. Well, I'm not even sure, but they're going down, but not too fast. So I got a lot of ground I want to hit, hopefully today. But I got it all weekend, and it's only Friday so far, so good to go. All right, I should have been watching a little closer. I knew them beans were small. So, according to the counter, I only got 1.25 acres, 1.5 acres, and most of this whole batch is gone, which was, I think 7 or 8 bags. So I dialed it back to about 8. I'll try that for a little while. I gotta go refill. But I've never seen beans that small, never. Granted, I'm not a farmer, but maybe they're different here in Missouri, I don't know. But better to catch it late than never. I'll still have plenty of plots out here to drill. Carry on. All right, just finished this field. The counter saying like 2.5 acres, but I can't read the tenths because it's foggy. And remember, I started late, so it's probably, like I said, 3 acres at least. I lowered the count down to 6. So now I got adjusted where I wanted. So the last 10 bags or 11 are gonna go farther. I'm gonna plant them thinner, but got one in the ground and it's supposed to rain tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, also when you got machines and an imagination, so you see the window there, that's our kitchen living room. There's a hump or two in between it of grass, so I'm gonna shave them down so we could see better to this food plot here. Once I get the excavator here, as long as they ain't a rock shelf, that'll be a piece of cake. Just knock off a foot or two, regrade it, and then we'll have a much better view of this beautiful new plot. All right, I'm starting. I got the other 10 or 11 bags in. See, I got the house right there. That's my office on this end. I dialed it all the way down to 6. So that should get me at least 8 more acres, maybe close to 10. If I tweak it one more time. Trying to get it done today because they're calling for rain tonight, strong chance. Phil might have a bag or a bag and a half left over. He might come this afternoon. So I'd rather have more like area planted than more plants in one, smaller areas. And I asked him, I'm like, have you ever seen beans this small? I said, they're tiny. I said, they're like a third of the size of corn. And even normal soybeans, they're really tiny and they're oblong. So he's like, no, I never seen nothing like that either. So I don't know, I have to do some homework, but they're going in the ground. So we'll carry on. I just grabbed a bunch of snacks, extra Gatorade in that, because as long as the diesel fuel don't run out, man, I've got to pound it today while I got this thing. I'm hoping to finish and then I'll throw that bag of corn in here as an experiment since I got it. It's a leftover from 2 seasons ago. All right, I just finished up this long strip by the house. Let's go out and check the beans and the counter and see how things are looking. This has to be probably at least 200 yards long, maybe more. Good. It's about what I expect, so we got plenty done. Oh, see if we could read the counter. We started at 66 or even a little less. See how it's fogged up. We're at 70 and I can't read the tenths, so we're at least probably 4 acres down so far, so we'll keep rolling. All right, we're gonna do one more pass. We're gonna hop out here and check. We're gonna check the beans and the counter again, and then I'll take you for a walk real quick and show you what these drop-offs look like. Let's do that. Let's call this one right here. Starting to drizzle out a little bit. Alright, we're at 71 and some change, so we're up to 5+ acres. Yeah. Alright, looking good. Oh, alright, let me Let me show you. When I talk about these fingers, what they are is ridge tops. So you think of your hand like this. That's how these ridge tops are, and then they go downward when they drop into the hollers and the valleys. Oh, it feels good to stretch my back. Little rock. So it's a very steep drop off just inside the tree line here. At least there it is. And so this might be more of a gentle. This is where you'd make a road. Oh wow, yeah, she drops off. Oh, freaking spider webs. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could see, it goes straight down. And this is kind of, you know, it's still tilted a little bit, but then it drops off right by them bigger trees. There you can see some rocks. Beautiful woods. Beautiful woods. And there's some nice oaks on this. This is, let me think here, north. This is actually east facing. I feel like I hear another machine, but it could just be the wind. Alright, I'm gonna hop back in. Now we're over 5 acres. We'll keep rolling. So here, we're coming out of the woods. Still a pretty good rise here. This will be a fall plot in here. I did drill most of this. I needed a room to turn around, pull the drill up, so far it's going pretty well. Except for that early mishap, but I got it now. Beautiful. Alright, I got an update. So I'm gonna bump this one back up, so I'm dropping a few more beans. Phil has 2.5 bags left over. He's gonna bring them over here today. So I'm gonna knock this back up to about 8.5-ish. Keep planting, and then when he comes, I'll run in, take a break, get them bags, and keep planting in new spots. So I'm gonna run back out here quick, turn it back up a little bit more. And right now I'm in one of these bump outs that's a little bit off of the line. I don't want to plant much right on the property line. Let's turn it up to let's go up to about 8. All right, 8 it is. Carry on.